Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I have a very exciting review because we're going to be reviewing the new NYX eyeshadow palette. This is NYX Ultimate Utopia palette and this is what it looks like. I'm going to be showing you guys today how I did this eye makeup, and then I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on the palette and whether or not it's worth the $35. If you are excited about this video, consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload. Now, I had a special request for this review. A friend of mine on Instagram, I'll put her picture and her name on the box. I had posted a picture when I received it, and she requested me to do a review. The description of this palette at the Ulta website says that they are 40 cool and warm tones, blendable formula in a matte and metallic finish, velvety smooth shades with full pigmentation, perfect for beginners to pros and suitable for all eye shapes. Now, NYX is known to be cruelty-free. This palette features 40 shades that are a mixture of 24 mattes, 4 shimmers, 4 dual chromes, and 8 metallics. Also, in the back of the palette, you have kind of like a little warning that explains to you that this palette contains 22 pressed pigments. Now, pressed pigments are known to not be able to use in the eye or around the eye. Me personally, I've used eye pigments for a very long time and nothing ever happened to me. But if you are very sensitive or you have very sensitive eyes, maybe this palette won't be for you. I'm going to leave you guys with the tutorial on how I did this eye makeup, and then I'll come back at the end and give you my final thoughts. Now, I'm going to start with the eyes. For one eye, I'm going to use my ColourPop concealer. If you follow me for a while now, you know that I love this concealer as eye primer more than I like it as an actual concealer. And then for the other eye, I'm going to use the NYX eyeshadow base. I'm going to use it with a little brush, and I'm just going to grab a very tiny bit. Now, this eye primer is quite new to me. I only picked it up because I've been buying a lot of the NYX products, like eyeshadows. So I wanted to test it out with that. And I think I'm going to press it with a sponge. I'm going to use the clean side of the sponge. And I'm just going to press it a little bit. For today's look, I think I want to focus on this area right here, only because the other day I made a look with this colors. I'll insert a picture so that you guys can see it. So I'm going to start by using a fluffy brush, and I think I'm going to set the crease. Now, these shades don't have names. I believe they only have numbers, but I'm going to start with this shade right here. And I believe that would be shade number 3. Now, I don't have a look in mind. I just know that I want to play with those colors. Now, for the crease, I'm going to go for this mustard color right here. I believe this would be color 25. It's either 25 or 32. And I'm just going to start buffing it. Oh, I'm going to go with a little bit of this green shade right here. I kind of want to play with this color right here. So I'm going to intensify the inner and outer corner with the brown. So I think I'm going to go with this color right here. Now this could either look really good or really bad. Okay, so now we're gonna dive into this color right here. And this is kind of like a greenish shade. You can see it. So I'm just gonna start by pressing it into my lid right in the center. I don't know if you guys could see it, but it's so pretty. It's more of a green, it's like green, yellowy. Now, as far as like the primer goes, I prefer the concealer side a little bit better, only because I feel like the shades come through a little bit. Like the colors look a little more vibrant, but that could only be because I have a darker shade on the NYX primer. The shimmer shadows don't have a lot of fallout, but they do have some. So just be careful. I'm gonna start with a little brush, and I think that I want to start with this shade right here. And I'm just gonna start putting that on my lower lash line just to smoke it out a little bit. And with the same brush that I applied that outer corner color, I'm just gonna go back and kind of like blend a little. Okay, so obviously I'm gonna need to add some lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so for $35 you do get 40 shades, which is less than $1 per shade, which is not bad. Now the pigment of these eyeshadows are very good. The matte shades are super pigmented. They're not extremely powdery. They're actually very, very smooth, and they're very creamy. They blend so easily, as you guys saw. For me to get that crease color going, the color payoff is amazing. I love it. As far as the shimmer shades, they do have fallout, but you know, that really doesn't bother me because it's expected. With more metallic or more glittery shades, you tend to expect that. So what you could do to try to avoid it or minimize it is that you could apply maybe like a glitter glue or something like that, in case that you did already do your face makeup and you want to apply any of these shades. You can create so many looks with this. You can go either warm tone, you could go to cool tone. You also have a little like pastel shades, and I want to mention especially this purple one right here. Now sometimes with pastel colors, it tends to be very tricky, especially when it comes down to your skin tone, because some of those, if you are a little bit darker, like maybe my complexion or a little bit darker, they tend to look a little bit chalky in your eye. Like they have that very like whitish type of, like when you turn you could kind of see it, and I didn't find that was the case with this specific shade. Now it was very easy to get color payoff. It's very pigmented. So for me personally, that's one of the things that when I look at an eyeshadow palette, especially when it has pastel colors or more of the lighter shades, I don't want them to look chalky on my eyelids. And I find that with this eyeshadow palette, that was not the case. Another thing that I was very, very impressed was with the more shimmery shades. Like they're very, very nice. So overall, it's a really nice palette. It's very complete. Like I said, you can create so many looks with this, and the quality of the shadows overall, it's really good. Like when I was swatching them, obviously a swatch doesn't always tell a story, but I've used a few of the shades on the palette, and overall they all have the same quality. I do have a little bit of a hard time paying the $35 for a NYX eyeshadow palette, only because NYX is considered to be a drugstore. I would recommend you wait for a sale or use a coupon. I mean, I know that Ulta often has like 20% off of NYX or 30% off of NYX. You know, they always have promos going on, so I wouldn't tell you to rush and buy and pay the full $35. Although it's worth the $35, you always have the option to, you know, find a sale or, you know, wait for a discount or a coupon or whatnot. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and let me know in the comments if you were thinking about it, if you did pick it up, or it's gonna be a pass for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.